Seth, how would someone in school throw an event at school?
Well, there are many steps to throwing an event at school, but before you do anything with planning the event, you have to fill out an activity request for ASB. And what that means is that every event needs to be approved through ASB and our school administration. And how you do that is you fill out this form right here. It's called an activity request form, where you kind of tell us all the details, what you need, what we need, and then you start planning the event and you get it done.
Okay. So can you walk through this sheet right here?
Of course. So at the top is just what club you're in, or what organization this event is for, and your name, whoever completes this form. Then where it says type of event is essentially the name of your event. It doesn't have to be the type. And then the next line is justification of activity, which simply means like, why are you planning this event? What is it for? What are the goals you hope to accomplish in planning this event?
So what's an example of that?
For example, if you're planning homecoming, like for our homecoming football game, you're planning the tailgate, so the part before the game with a bunch of games and activities. The justification would be to make homecoming a more exciting place for kids to come to, and for our kids to have a good time in playing games before our annual homecoming game.
Okay.
Next is the date, location, and time. So this is like kind of your who, when, where, like part of the activity request. And you should, in ideal cases, give us 2 choices for the date, just in case the first date something is already happening. And then the location and time. So for example, the location would be like in the swim gym at lunch, so from 1:10 to 1:50. Next is the target group. So most of the time that's just the student body or the kids in one club. So if you're in DECA, the kids in DECA, or whatever group of people, kids, teachers you're trying to target is your target group. Next is the brief description of the activity, which you kind of just talk about what's going on at your event. Like if it's the homecoming tailgate, as we mentioned earlier, so there are going to be games there, there's things to buy, there's prizes to win. So that's kind of a brief description of what's happening at the event. Cost and income, you just either say yes, there's cost or income, and then if there's yes on the back, you kind of write your costs. We'll go over this later.
Okay.
But most of the time, if you're planning an event, there's going to be no cost or income, so you don't really have to worry about this.
And is that where the purchase order comes in?
No, purchase order is a little bit different, but it is definitely related to your cost or income. Next is the resource, or let's lump these together. So resource, equipment, and support personnel needed. So most events, you need at least 1 assistant principal there. So you would need to like tell us here you need an assistant principal, or resources needed. So if you need a speaker, if you're planning an event with music, if you need a cash box, so if you're selling something, if you need a table, chairs, anything, you tell ASB here so we can help you plan your event in the best way possible. And then at the bottom, you have to get your sponsor signature, write down the name of an ASB student so they can contact you if needed, and then the signature of your sponsor as well. And then this bottom part is not for you to fill out. Under this dotted line is for ASB's use. So that's pretty much the whole activity request.